Nicole Kidman showed up to the Chanel Cruise 2027 show in Biarritz today in a stunningly cut black dress. Roomy on top. A slight cling around the hips. Loose at the bottom. Hair in a classic low bun with fringe and layers around her face. She looked completely, effortlessly Chanel. And the entire fashion internet immediately started asking the same question. Is that what she is wearing on Monday? This video covers everything that happened in Biarritz today, why it matters for the Met Gala, where Rihanna is right now, what Beyoncé's return means for Monday night, and the one detail about this year's guest list that has people angrier than anything else about Monday. Stay until the end. Because the Bezos situation is the part of this story that nobody is being quiet about anymore. Start with Nicole. She is co-chairing the Met Gala on Monday. And she was in Biarritz today as one of Chanel's most prominent ambassadors. The black dress she wore to the show is the kind of piece that makes you stop scrolling. The cut is specific. The shape is doing something deliberate. She wore it with the easy authority of someone who has been dressing in Chanel long enough. That the clothes and the person have reached a quiet understanding. The hair is the detail getting the most attention. Fringe. Layers around the face. A low bun at the back. Precise and completely on brand for the show she was attending. Lainey Gossip called it chic and so Chanel, and that is hard to argue with from any angle. Now the obvious question. Will she wear Chanel on Monday night? Saint Laurent is the official fashion sponsor of the 2026 Met Gala. But Anna Wintour has always wanted the major fashion houses represented on that carpet regardless of sponsorship arrangements. This is also Matthew Blazy's first Met Gala as Chanel's creative director. Nicole Kidman is expected to wear a custom Chanel gown by Matthew Blazy, having been named an ambassador for the house in October 2025. She was at his Biarritz show today. The alignment is almost too clean to be accidental. If Blazy is pulling his ambassadors in, the question extends well beyond Nicole. Ayo Edebiri is a Chanel ambassador. And Jennie from Blackpink is officially a member of the host committee this year. Both are expected at the gala. Multiple high-profile Chanel moments on that carpet on Monday night is a real possibility. And it would make for one of the more coordinated fashion statements any house has made at the event in years. Blazy debuted his cruise collection today. His ambassadors are attending the Met Gala on Monday. The timing is not coincidental. Then there is AP Rocky. He was also at the Biarritz show today in his capacity as a Chanel ambassador. He is a Met Gala regular. He has delivered some of the most photographed looks in the event's recent history. He was in Biarritz without Rihanna, who was photographed in Paris last night at dinner. Rihanna stayed back while he made the day trip. They have apparently been in France for a few weeks. The assumption across every gossip and fashion outlet is that they are heading back to New York ahead of Monday. Last year Rihanna announced a pregnancy ahead of the red carpet, debuting her bump on the streets nearby before walking onto the steps. The year before that she wore a look so referenced it is still being discussed. Her 2015 yellow guope coat dress, her fully rhinestone-encrusted look by John Galliano, and her camellia-embellished hooded dress by Pier Paolo Piccioli are regularly cited among the most iconic Met Gala looks of all time. She has an open invitation. She is at least partly responsible for turning the Met Gala from a fashion industry insider event into something everyone on Earth pays attention to. When she started showing up and delivering look after look in the mid-2010s, the carpet went from a fashion industry moment to a genuine pop culture event. The guest list opened up around the same time. More musicians. More athletes. A broader definition of who belonged in that room. Gwyneth Paltrow famously complained about it. The internet found that extremely funny. The event got bigger as a result. And Rihanna kept showing up and making it bigger still. Now Beyonce is co-chairing. And that is the other enormous story sitting inside Monday night. This year marks Beyoncé's first Met Gala appearance in a decade. Her last appearance was her latex Givenchy moment in 2016. 10 years. And she is not just attending. She is co-chairing. She helped curate the guest list. She helped shape the atmosphere of the evening. 2026 marks her 8th attendance overall and her first time as a co-chair. The anticipation around what she is wearing has been building since the co-chair announcement dropped. The purple photos she posted on Instagram in the week before the gala sent the Beehive into full investigation mode. The Prince connection. The Lemonade anniversary. The Act 3 rock album theories. Her publicist Yvette Noel Schur stepped in to confirm the album was not being announced at the Met Gala specifically. But the timing of Beyoncé's return to those steps, in the context of everything swirling around her creative output right now, makes Monday night feel like more than just a fashion moment. It feels like an opening act for something bigger. The other co-chair worth paying close attention to is Venus Williams. Venus and her husband Andrea Preti will be making their red carpet debut together at the 2026 Met Gala. Venus has attended before, but this is her first time co-chairing and her first time walking with her husband. That combination of personal milestone and professional spotlight is the kind of thing that produces genuinely memorable carpet moments. The host committee this year is equally stacked. Zoe Kravitz and Anthony Vaccarello are co-chairing the host committee. The 27-person committee also includes Sabrina Carpenter, Gwendolyn Christie, Misty Copeland, Elizabeth Debicki, Lena Dunham, and Lisa. Vaccarello's presence on the committee as St. Laurent's creative director is significant. Saint Laurent is the fashion sponsor. That gives Vaccarello a specific kind of authority over who wears what. And his roster of ambassadors including Rosé and Hailey Bieber are expected to be dressed by the house. Sabrina Carpenter is confirmed as part of the honorary committee. Last year she wore custom Louis Vuitton. But she also just wore an entirely custom Dior wardrobe on stage at Coachella this weekend. Whether Anderson and Carpenter have something planned for Monday or whether she returns to another house entirely is one of the more fun open questions on the carpet. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce making their Met Gala debut together is another possibility being discussed widely. Neither has confirmed. Neither has denied. The internet is doing what the internet does with that kind of silence. Which brings us to the part of Monday night that is generating a very different kind of conversation. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez Bezos are serving as honorary chairs for the 2026 Met Gala, representing the lead sponsor. A guerrilla campaign of posters appeared around New York City in the days leading up to Monday reading "Boycott the Bezos Met Gala." The posters found their audience quickly and the conversation around them has not quieted down. Lainey put it plainly. The two guests that people are least excited to see on that carpet are not influencers or reality stars. They are a social climbing billionaire and his wife, neither of them particularly fashionable. No matter what they wear, who they sit next to, or how much money goes into the appearance, the room will not receive them the way anyone at that event wants to be received. They will be talked about. Just not the way anyone in fashion talks about Rihanna. Or Beyonce. Or Nicole Kidman in a perfectly cut black dress at a Chanel show in Biarritz on the Thursday before the biggest fashion night of the year. The contrast is not subtle. Rihanna helped build the Met Gala into what it is today. Beyonce stayed away for a decade and is coming back as a co-chair. Nicole Kidman wore Chanel in southwest France this morning. And the man whose honorary chair appointment generated an active street-level boycott campaign will be attempting a fashion moment in a room full of people who were born knowing how to have one. Monday night is going to be a lot. Subscribe so you catch every moment as it happens. And share this with someone who needs to be equally unhinged about the Met Gala with you starting right now.